did see some pace come to him towards the latter stages of the race. Is there anything you would have done differently, do you think?
Well, I think that first stint was where we gave away all the time. If you look at Max came in for the pit stop, 18 seconds behind Oscar, and at the checkered flag he was 16 seconds behind. So on the hard tire we were pretty competitive. So I think we need to understand, maybe we overcompensated based on the degradation we saw yesterday. For sure we need to find a little bit more pace, then just life is easier. But he drove another great race today. You know, the pass on Charles, he caught the Ferraris, he passed Charles, and yeah, you know, a fourth place finish and important points, but we know we've still got plenty to do.
And he's enjoying himself, clearly.
Just taking a step back, Christian, it kind of feels like we've carried on from the end of last year, isn't it? You know, McLaren with the seemingly the quickest car, a tenth or two. Have you guys understood where the performance deficiencies are, and are you going to try and correct that for this year, or are we already thinking, you know what, this is a McLaren year, we've got to get 26 right?
Corinne, it's race 2. It can't be that defeatist. I mean, we're 8 points behind in the Drivers' Championship after 2 races. And there's everything to play for. And if nothing else, last year teaches you, you can start as strong as you like. It's how you finish. And look, we've got great strength and depth in our team. Everybody in the company knows we've got a bit of pace to find. And yeah, we've got the tools, we've got the people in order to do that. It's just unpicking it. I think we've got some very good data out of today. Max is working harder than I've ever seen him. He's more integrated into the engineering group than I've ever seen. And you know, as he said, he seems to be enjoying, you know, that aspect. So he's not getting, you know, super stressed. He's, of course, like any driver, impatient performance, but he's working with the engineers to say, okay, what about this? What about this? This is what I'm experiencing as a driver. This is where I need the lap time from, and that's the only way collectively that we're going to get performance.
To speak of the other driver then a little bit, Christian, Liam, I know there was a lot of changes, I think, or you can tell me a lot of changes or not, but some changes overnight to start from the pit lane. Was there learning on that car that's useful for the overall car concept, or just specific to Liam? Yeah, look, I mean, we made the decision to take him off the grid, out of Parc Fermé, to try and try some radical changes on the setup, because obviously you're so limited in testing with these cars. So it made sense to say, okay, look, we're starting at the back. Let's try and learn something out of the day. We've done that. We've got 56 laps worth of information with a radically different setup, you know, on the car. Again, that gives, you know, huge information back into the factory, back into that system, as we're looking to improve our performance in the forthcoming races.
We heard some strong words of support actually from Max for Liam, just saying, look, it's not an easy car to drive. Have you had the chance to talk to Liam yet? We saw some quite feisty little moves from him out there, but ultimately he was always going to be on the back foot coming into this race, wasn't he? Yeah,
look, I mean, Liam is a great little racer. I mean, he gets his elbows out, he races hard. He's just struggling at the moment, you know, finding the limit with this car, getting the most out of the car. And of course, as a team, as a group, we're looking to support him in the best way that we can. So yeah, he'll be in the debrief giving all that information to the engineers very shortly. So presumably the headache for you is that you want to find performance for Max, but equally could you sacrifice some peak performance in order to make the car easier for Liam to drive? Like, which direction do you turn? Well, look, you're always going for ultimate performance, and you know, fast cars are never easy cars to drive, but you know, we know that there's performance that we need to find, and we need both drivers up there. You know, if there's to be any chance of fighting for a Constructors' Championship. So, and at the very least with the Drivers' Championship as well, you need to have a second car in play. You can't just do it, you know, one-legged. So, you know, we want, as a team, collectively, to make sure that we're getting the best out of both drivers and getting both cars as far up the grid as we can. Now, Liam did say yesterday he knows he hasn't got the luxury of time at this team, but will you give that to him? Well, look, Formula One is a pressure business, isn't it? And there's always time pressure, and you know, he knows that, and you know, hopefully you know, he'll respond accordingly, and you know, we'll see where we go. Okay, thanks.